Hi, I'm Claire from Claire Chancellor Coaching. Today let's explore the 18th card in the Major Arcana, the Moon. Now I will be completely transparent with you. When I had to learn the Moon card, when it was first introduced to me all those years ago, I really had trouble understanding how in-depth this card and its messages really were. Now, it's no surprise that the Moon card is all about illusions and misleading information. So I'm pretty sure that my psychic energy, when I tapped into the energy of this card, I just sort of like, woof, they just completely misled. I just felt like, what? So let me go into the detail of the Moon before I mislead and take you down that slippery slope too. The Moon card is all about the unconscious. It is all about the hidden limiting beliefs, the fear, our ego keeping us small, keeping us contained, gaslighting, manipulation, confusion. Basically, like what is being said doesn't match up and is not consistent with what is being done. So ultimately, this card, when you see this come up in a reading, we know that there's some illusions going on, there's some headaches, there's some confusion behind the scenes. Pay close attention to what is going on and to pay attention to your intuition, because this card is letting you know that stuff is going on that you need to be aware of, but the truth isn't completely focused right now. Like there's again that word, the deception, the illusion, that can't quite see the truth, but things aren't adding up. So so when this card comes up in a relationship reading, maybe just take a little step back when you deliver this message. But there's something that's going on in a relationship that's not being honest, truthful, especially if you've got a sitter in front of you who really values loyalty, trust, and honesty. This is going to be a little bit tricky to get that message across. Maybe I'm limiting that, but of course the team just said, but if they value the truth, then they're going to value the truth that you bring forward with this reading. So let's go with it. So in a relationship reading, there is going to be a level of confusion, deception, turbulence, things that are going on at the surface that don't really match what's going on at that core level. There could be fear of separation, there could be codependency playing out, there could be toxic abuse, there could just be your ego coming to the surface, and you're wanting to justify and react. And yet this card is telling us just to observe, observe and be aware. The moon, if you think about it, it does shine a light in the nighttime. It does shine a light on the path that is ahead, but there are still so many shadows that the path you just sort of got to have to trust without all of the information. If this card is coming up in reverse, accept the truth when it is given. People tell you how they are, accept that truth. No more benefit of the doubt. Stop that internal turbulence of, benefit of the doubt, and maybe it was me, and maybe I could have done more, and maybe I should have been more. It's like, no, if this card is coming up in reverse, all right, it is time to accept the truth that is in front of you. Perhaps your partner is telling you for a long time, I want to leave this relationship. Or maybe you know that the business that you're running has run its course and you need a new challenge. Like stop fighting that and let's explore what you're stuck on, why you're avoiding that moving forward. What is it about you? What is it about your childhood insecurities? Or what is it within the unconscious limiting beliefs that are keeping you stuck? Now, in a health reading, when it comes to the moon, if you're feeling stuck and you've got all of these limiting beliefs going on, it's going to show up in a variety of ways. It could show up in knee problems, ankle problems, that fear of moving forward, wanting to keep yourself unconsciously, stuck in one place because it's more familiar to be here with the devil that rather than that freedom and the possibility of what's ahead. So there is that. There could be sleep issues where your unconscious mind is trying to process stuff that you're avoiding in your wake state. There can be some stomach fat or feeling like you're putting on weight or inflammation when the moon comes up in reverse. For health, this is like not feeling protected. It's like comfort eating and that stagnant energy, not sure how to move, what to do. Yeah, you get the point. Can relate to alcohol issues where you're escaping the stress that you don't have the resources within you to face what you need to face. Take a breath. And obviously it can represent a level of anxiety. You know, anxiety comes up when there's so much focus on the future, so much focus on having a solution for all the worst case scenarios. Somewhere in the past, the rug got pulled out from underneath you and you've made a decision to say, I will always be prepared no matter what. And so the anxiety is there as a protective mechanism to make sure that you're always prepared for whatever may come. Without that anxiety, you have a lot more energy, a lot more resources within you to just go with what comes up and access the solution when you need it. So while the anxiety may have served you in the past, it is easily resolved with coaching, healing, therapy. Okay, and we bring the energy back up and we have a look at the symbols in the moon card. There is a lot going on. Now, I want to first start off with the green there. I know there's a lot of blue in this card, but let's start off with the green. The green is Mother Earth giving you permission to have a rest, if you take it. The crab and the lobster there, or the crab or the lobster, whatever that crayfish looking thing is at the bottom there, it is that strength, your willpower to persist. You've got that hard shell, you've got your armor, you're grounded, you know how to get through difficult times. But as you start to move with the Fool on the Fool's journey of the tarot, start trusting that path that's ahead of you. We see that if that lobster, that crayfish, that crab, if he actually does move forward, that we do come across a wolf and a dog. Wolves and dogs are known for their loyalty. Man's best friend there, right? We've got the dog who has the instincts and the companionship. So if we just start to move outside of what's familiar, we are going to encounter people who will bring forward a guide to what's possible. And we need to move through those pillars. We need to move through on our spiritual journey as the Fool takes us. And so the pillars are the gates to that inner world, which means that with the sun and the moon that is there above us, we need to do some internal reflection. Have a look at those fears, have a look at that resistance, have a look at that low self-worth and where that ego is keeping us stuck, so that you can move forward, because those goals in sight, those mountains there are quite small. And knowing what's in front, the sun, that's the next card, the spirit world is going to help us by putting a barrier, the wall behind us so we can move forward. Going off on a tangent here, but within this card, within the moon, all you really need to know is that there is some illusions, some deception, some confusion going on. You need to do that internal work about why you won't listen to the truth or what's stopping you from trusting your intuition, so that when you do that inner work, that the sun shines and the path is clear moving forward. I hope that helps. I look forward to talking to you soon. I'm Claire from Claire Chancellor Coaching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.